Now our another problem is given in this way. So just by seeing the circuit, what's the bridges of this circuit belongs to? Here the resistor is in series with capacitor, and in the same way the resistor is in parallel with the capacitor. What does it mean? It means like this is a Wein bridge method. Here leg 1, leg 2, leg 4 were given clearly with their values. So our target is to find C3 and R3. So by seeing the picture itself, you can understand what is your requirement and what are the given data. Okay. So now let us read the question as well. Find the equivalent parallel resistance and capacitance that causes Wein bridge to null with the following components. It means other components, it should be making the system balanced. Okay. So now they are saying R1 is 3.1K, C1 is 5.2, R2 is 25K, R4 is 100K, and its frequency is 25 kilohertz. So the same way they said the frequency F is equals to 25 kHz. Why it is given? You will understand slowly when we are solving the problem. Okay. So now in the exam, how you should write, let me just show you. So first you will say solution. For example, if this is question 1, just say first question, solution, start the answer. Given data. What is the given data? So they gave you R1 is equals to 3.1 kilo ohms, C1 is equals to 5.2 mu F, R2 is equals to 25 kilo ohms. Units always make very clearly because this kilo can make your answer totally different. If you forget to write K, your overall answer is gone. Okay. So this is the given data. So now you should know what is the data or the formula you have. So we have, so as I said, Wein bridge method. Remember the formulas, right? So what is a Wein bridge method formula saying? C3 by C1 is equals to C3 by C1 is equals to, what is the answer we got? C3 by C1 is equals to R1 by R3 minus R2 by R4. So this is the first one we got when we equated the real part. Then second one we got is omega square is equals to 1 by leg 1 and leg 3, right? R1 C1 R3 C3. So these are the two formulas we got when we equated real part and the imaginary part. So this is the given data and this is the value we have and this is the given question. That's it. So this way it makes a clear representation for the exam. Okay. Now let us go and solve the problem. Okay. So first, what is our first one? Our first formula is C3 by C1 is equals to R1 by R3 minus R2 by R4. So according to the given data, our requirement is C3. So I will say C3 is equals to C1 into R1 by R3 minus R2 by R4. Clear? So this is equals to, what is the C1 value? C1 value is given as 5.2 mu F. Means mu means 10 power minus 6, right? Into R1 by R3. What is R1? 3.1K. Means 3.1 into 10 power 3 by R3. We are supposed to find minus. What is R2? R2 is 25K divided by R4. R4 is 100K. Is it clear? So this is the given equation. Okay. So this can be written as 5.2 into 10 power minus 6 into 3.1 into 10 power 3 by R3 minus this one cancel, this one cancel. It will give you 1 by 4. 1 by 4 means answer is 0.25, isn't it? So just write it like that. Done. So for now you have C3. Write it as equation 1 and keep it there. Now let us go to formula 2. Formula 2 is omega square is equals to 1 by R1, R3, C1, C3. Isn't it? So we are having this formula. So remember again, C1 is equals to R1 by R3 minus R2 by R4. I brought C1 this side. Clear? So this is equals to, so R1 by R3 minus R2 by R4. So I wrote C1 that side. So C1 into R1 by R3 minus R2 by R4. So I substituted C1 values, R1 value, R2 value and R4 value. Remember always mu means 10 power minus x, k means 10 power 3. So you should write this without any confusion. If you forget to write 10 power 3 at any one point, it is going to disturb your whole answer. Remember that. Okay. So 10 power 3, 10 power 3, 10 power 3. Here 10 power 3, 10 power 3 cancel. 25 by 100 will give you 0.25. Here 3.1 into 10 power 3 is there, divided by R3 is there. 5.2 10 power minus 6. Keep it like that. Just write it as equation 1 because here R3 is not allowing us to go forward. Clear? So now omega square is equals to 1 by R1, R3, C1, C3 is the second equation we have. So we are stopping it here because R3 is not allowing us. Now let us go here. Omega square. What is omega? 2 pi f, isn't it? So 2 pi f whole square is equals to 1 by R1, R3, C1, C3. So now 2 pi into f. F is already given in the question, right? So f is given as 25k. It means 25 into 10 power 3 whole square is equals to 1 by R1, R3, right? So what is R1 here? 3.1 into 10 power 3. Then R3 we don't know. Then C1 is 5.2 into 10 power minus 6. And C3 we don't know. C1 we wrote, C3 we don't know, right? So R3, C3 we don't know. Let us bring R3, C3 this side, okay? So I'm going to bring R3, C3 to the left side. So R3, C3 is equals to 1 by 2 pi into 25 into 10 power 3 whole square into 3.1 into 10 cube into 10 power minus 6 into 5.2. This is what I wrote here. Okay. So now see. So try to solve this by using your calculator. Okay. So first just remember 10 power 3, 10 power minus 6. If you cancel these three, what happens? You will get an answer as 10 power minus 3. Okay. So this is equals to 1 by 2 means 4. 4 pi square into 25 into 25, right? 125. So 25 into 25, I think 625 something. Let me not confuse you. So 25 into 25 into 10 power 3 means 10 power 6. 3 square means, okay? So 10 power 6 into 3.1 into 5.2 into here 10 power 3 minus 10 power 6 is giving you 10 power minus 3. So 10 power 6 minus 10 power minus 3 will give you 10 cube, right? So just multiply this answer and this answer in your calculator and then give 10 cube. Okay. So finally you will get an answer as, and you should do 1 divided by, okay, don't forget about it. So 25.14 into 10 power minus 8. This is R3, C3, but you want is R3. Okay, you want is R3 so that you can proceed with step 1. So I am saying R3 is equals to 25.14 into 10 power minus 8 by C3. So I wrote R3 in form of C3. So let this equation be 2. So now what I am saying, substitute 2 in 1. So what will be the equation 1 now? So our equation 1 is this. C3 is equals to 5.2 into 10 power minus 6 into 3.1 into 10 cube by R3. What is R3? 25.14 into 10 power minus 8 by C3, right? We have is minus 0.25. So minus 0.25. So this is the answer. Now this is equals to 5.2 into 10 power minus 6 into, that is how we can write, right? So into 3.1 into 10 cube divided by 25.14 into 10 power 8. Okay. So just divide 3.1 divided by 25.14. Okay. So now 3.1 divided by 25.14 is going to give you 0.12. Okay. And 10 power 3 is already there. 10 power minus 8, if it goes up, it will become 10 power 8. C3 also goes up, isn't it? Because it is varied down. Numerator by denominator. So denominator goes to the numerator, C3. Minus 0.25. Now multiply 5.2 into 10 power 6 with this. Okay. So it means you can say 5.2 into 0.12, which is going to give you 0.624 into 10 power minus 6 into 10 power 3, means 3 minus 6. So 3 minus 6 is minus 3. Minus 3 plus 8 means 10 power 5. C3 minus, again you should multiply this with this, right? 5.2 into 0.25. 5.2 into 0.25 is 1.3. 1.3 into 10 power minus 6, which is C3. So let me just send this side. So, or let me just bring C3 this side and this one this side. So 1.3 into 10 power minus 6 is equals to 0.624 into 10 power 5 C3 minus C3. Okay. So this is equals to 0.624 minus 1. So 0.624 minus 1 is minus 0.376. Okay. So 0.624 minus is minus 0.376 into, oh I'm sorry, it is 10 power 5, right? Oh, I'm really sorry. So just first write it down like this. So 0.624 into 10 power 5 means what it is? It is 62400, isn't it? 0.624 into 10 power 5 means we are going to write it as 62400 C3 minus C3, which is 1.3 into 10 power minus 6. Clear? So I can say it as 62400 minus 1 is 62399 C3 is equals to 1.3 into 10 power minus 6. Therefore, C3 is equals to 1.3 into 10 power minus 6 divided by 62399. So 1.3 divided by 62399 is going to give you 2.08 into 10 power minus 5 into 10 power minus 6. Therefore, C3 is equals to 2.08 into 10 power minus 5. 10 power minus 6 means mu, right? So I can say it is mu f. C3 is 2.08 into 10 power minus 5 mu f. Perfect. So you got the answer for C3. But are we done here? No. We are supposed to find R3 also, because R3 is equals to, what is the formula we have R3? This is the formula. 25.14 into 10 power minus 8 divided by 2.08 into 10 power minus 5 into 10 power minus 6, because you have mu, don't forget that. So mu is to be given. Okay. So now this is equals to 25.14 divided by 2.08. Our answer is 12.08. 12.08 into 10 power minus 5 cancel. It means you have minus 3. Minus 3 minus 6 cancel means here you have minus 3. So divided by minus 3 means when it goes it becomes 10 power 3. Therefore R3 is equals to 12.08 kilo ohms. Okay, 12.08 kilo ohms. So finally you got your C3 answer and you got your R3 answer. That's it. So this is C3 and this is R3. We are done with the solution. So this is how you are supposed to solve your Wein bridge. I know this is little tricky and long, but sometimes it is needed. So first, Wein bridge method means when they give you the what we call the circuit, first you should know what is your given data and what you have. Then from the first formula when you read, you have stuck here, stop it there, you are going to the second formula, and by having the given values, you wrote something for R3. Substitute this R3 here, so then the equation will turn completely into C3. So bring the common things and finally know what is C3. So you got something for C3. Substitute C3 in R3, then you will get something for R3. So finally R3 and C3 were found. This is the problem for Wein bridge method. Clear?